Hey guys, so I wanted to continue our conversation that we had last week in terms of sleep. Okay, particularly I want to talk about some of the strategies and techniques and things that you can use in order to utilize to ensure you're helping yourself get a good night's sleep. Now, the most common ones, and if you're typing into Google, and a lot of the ones that a lot of other clinicians will talk about, are general good sleep hygiene strategies, such as things as turning off the screens, getting away from the TV, avoiding all the blue light, yellow light, something like that. The things that are going to kind of throw off your circadian rhythm. Trying to make sure your room is nice and cool, nice cool pillow. It's all black, it's dark, it's quiet, and there isn't like an alarm light that's blaring in your eyes, that sort of thing. So trying to avoid those things can fundamentally just make it easier for you to fall asleep and engage in sleep. Same thing with, we should only be using our bed and our bedroom for sleep and sex. It shouldn't be used for, watching TV, eating food, that kind of thing, because our body then associates the bedroom, the bed for those activities, and it can make it challenging for us to fall asleep, okay? So keep those things in mind because our brain, it likes to associate things and make connections and patterns and that sort of thing. Now, a couple of the other strategies and things that I talk about a lot with my patients is first off, like we mentioned last week, is that your body goes in cycles, okay? You go in and out of sleep throughout the night, and that's perfectly normal. And so for you to wake up every hour on the hour is actually a kind of an indication that your sleep cycles are perfectly normal. It's just dependent on how aware you become that you are waking up, that you are coming out of your sleep, okay? And maybe you're rolling over looking at the clock, and then what often is happening for a lot of people is they roll over, look at the clock, realize it's only an hour later, become frustrated, get worked up, and they end up staying up for half hour, 20 minutes, could be a full hour, whatever. And that's actually what's throwing off more of their sleep versus if they were just kind of roll over and just go back to bed, they'd actually get quite a good night's sleep. Okay, so it's just becoming that awareness that it is perfectly normal to wake up multiple times a night. That's just your body doing its thing. Okay. The next thing that I often find is that people tend to go on a trip every weekend, if you will. Okay, so let's look at an example. So let's say you go to bed Sunday through Thursday from 10 p.m. and you get up at 6 a.m., right? You got to work, you got responsibilities, blah, 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 okay? But then comes Friday and, well, you want to relax. It's the weekend. You want to go out with friends, go to dinner, go to the movie, whatever. So you end up staying up till midnight. And then the next morning, come Saturday morning, you end up sleeping until 8. And Saturday night, you do the same thing again. Maybe you're going to the movie. Maybe you're becoming a bar star. Who knows? I don't judge. But again, you stay up late and then you end up sleeping in on Sunday. In essence, what it's like on Sunday night all of a sudden is that Friday and Saturday, it's like you flew somewhere that was a couple hours ahead, and now you're back in town and you're jet lagged, okay? And so Sunday becomes very challenging because your body's not used to going to bed at 10 p.m. and then you want to get up at 6 a.m. Are you crazy? Well, we just spent a weekend getting up at, staying up till 12, 1 or whatever. You just threw off our entire sleep pattern. So Sunday night, you're probably not going to sleep very well. Monday night, same kind of thing, probably getting a little bit more used to it, but you're still not going to sleep very well. Tuesday, you're probably going to be so exhausted at that point that you'll sleep okay. Wednesday, Thursday, might be a decent night's sleep, but again, you're probably trying to catch up from the sleep that you lost on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, that sort of thing. And then Friday, you go and do it all over again. So one of the best strategies that I kind of mention to my patients is try to go to bed at the same time and try to get up at the same time every single day, regardless if it's the weekend, the weekday, whatever. Now, I know this can be particularly challenging. I know for even me that it ain't going to happen anytime soon, but I'm also not struggling with my sleep. But if you are someone that is suffering with insomnia and you find Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are particularly bad nights for you, give this a try. Try going to bed at the same time and getting up at the same time every single morning, and it can be beneficial in helping you get a better night's sleep and helping you to manage your sleep overall, okay? Now, you're not going to see the results. It's not going to happen within a week. It's not going to happen within 2 weeks. It needs to be consistent. You need to do it for a month, but I can promise you that if you work away and chip away at this slowly, you will start to notice the improvement over time, okay? So that's a couple tips and tricks when it comes to your sleep. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Now, this really wasn't dealing with, the anxiety, depression, other mental health conditions that can certainly contribute to sleep issues. This is just kind of looking at if you're just struggling with your sleep in general, just some things to think about, okay? We can definitely get into that later. If you have more questions around sleep, reach out to myself, our team at Healthcare Evolution. We're happy to help you and work with you to see what works for you, okay? But other than that, guys, have a good one, all right?